Game time, long ball time, and Daily Coppock time. How you doing, everybody? I'm Chad Coppock. Now, before we get down to business, we pause for this brief but very informative interlude from our former chief executive. Please listen with ears wide open.
Fooled me once. Shame on you. You fooled me, you can't get fooled again.
Now I ask you, who needs Roger Daltrey? Tell me Peter Townsend wouldn't have made a bundle over the years if George W. Bush would have been the lead singer for The Who. Can you imagine that? George Bush on stage with Peter Townsend? My gosh, won't get fooled again? Gag me with a spoon. All right, the guy had to be kidding. Then again, he went to the University of Michigan, where comedy is not exactly a way of life. And you know what? Those people who do wear the maize and blue tend to be something less than the brightest stars in the galaxy. Tom Brady, the New England Patriot quarterback, more Super Bowl hardware than the law allows, goes on his local radio show in Boston and says he refuses to watch the HBO Hard Knocks series featuring Rex Ryan and the New York Jets. Why? Because he just doesn't like the New York Jets. He says, I assume it's probably pretty good television, but I can't bring myself to watch it. I would bring myself to suggest this. Maybe Tom Brady played a couple of years of National Football League action without a helmet, and we just overlooked it. All right, over to baseball. The guy is robotic. He is one athlete I will pay good, hard cash to watch hit a baseball. Last night, Albert Pujols, the St. Louis Cardinals, lower the boom on the vaunted Pittsburgh Pirates. Final in the ball game 10-2. Pujols, worthy of a note. Why? He waxed career home run number 399. One more for Albert Pujols. That'll be 400. That will put him at number 47 on baseball's all-time dinger list. I'm telling you, this guy could show up drunk at the ballpark every day for the rest of his career, wear a parka or wear a North Face jacket, and still wind up with 600 home runs. All right, as far as I'm concerned, you know what? This may be very old school. I want you to watch Don Rickles. Now, in my opinion, Jay Leno comes off like a used car salesman when you look at the genius of Don Rickles roasting Frank Sinatra's longtime running mate, the incomparable Dean Martin.
Summed it up best earlier this evening. She said to me, really, I think, that's the way my wife talks, it's going to be an exciting evening. But don't go by her. She said that on our wedding night. My wife told me to be polite this evening. By the way, she'd be with us tonight, my lovely wife Barbara, but unfortunately she swam in our pool today with her jewelry on and drowned. Tonight we are honoring our man of the hour, Dean Martin. You heard the applause, Dean? I'd worry.
All right, back over to football. What's the guy supposed to say? I enjoyed getting down on my hands and knees, groveling and drooling down in Kiln, Mississippi to get Brett Favre to return to the Humphrey Metrodome. Brad Childress, head coach, Minnesota Vikings, tells primetime football writer Peter King that he did what he had to do to win football games. Additionally, to cover the tabs on Brett Favre, as you know, Childress also sent Jared Allen, bona fide team leader, down to meet with Favre, along with Steve Hutchinson, who happens to be Brett Favre's seatmate on team flights, and Ryan Longwell, a frequent golf-playing partner of Brett Favre. Hey, you're Brad Childress. You got a chance to win the division with Brett Favre. I would go down. I would bring money. I would go down. I would bring babes. I would go down and do whatever I have to do to get Favre to come back and join the Minnesota Vikings. All right, you know what? The White Sox should be knocking on the door right now out of Chavez Ravine, trying to get this guy in the silver and black. We're talking about Manny Wood. We're talking about Manny Ramirez. There is very little dough left on Ramirez's contract, just about $3 million. Most of that is prorated, which means the White Sox right now could pick up Ramirez for the stretch run if Ramirez waives his no-trade rights, which I believe he would do, for about $1 million. Jerry Reinsdorf, if you're out there, give Kenny Williams the green light. Is it a gamble? Of course it's a gamble. But the fact of the matter is this: Ramirez might get hot, Ramirez might catch fire, and single-handedly put the White Sox on his back and carry them to a title in the American League Central. Right now, the White Sox are not going to beat the Minnesota Twins. All right, it is music time here on the Daily Coppock. They are so damn good in concert, they should be arrested. Let's serve up a 24-karat gold hunk of Tex-Mex Boogie. They have been around for gosh only knows how many years, on stage live in their home state of Texas. Because Maggie and Kelly will tell you, and I will tell you, every girl crazy about a sharp-dressed man. And don't forget, we want your questions for Friday. We will use them right here on the Daily Coppock. Log on to Facebook on a regular basis. Tell us what you like and what you don't like about the show. This has been the Daily Coppock. I'm Coppock. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you tomorrow. So long, everybody. Come on, Maggie, dance on the table.